locked into this class. Here we go. Keep going. Right. From here, if you can, you're going to keep the legs marching and you're going to roll the shoulders back. Okay, so we're going to bring in the shoulder rolls with the marching. If doing two things at the same time is hard, take out the legs and concentrate on those shoulders. Okay, so it's up to you what you would prefer. I understand it's a Monday, things might not be working as well. And then we're going to change the shoulder rolls for me, take them forwards. So again, we're still rotating those shoulders, but we're going forwards. And again, if you need to take out those legs, please do. Don't have to do the two things together. Lovely, right. Everybody stop with the legs, carry on with the arms, big circles back for me. Just remember to look around where you are in your room. Don't hit anything. Jackie and Barry, don't hit each other. So just make sure you've got the room. I think you're the only people at the minute with two people in the same room. This isn't an excuse. And then last one, go forwards for me. Lovely.
How'd you go for? Oh, there.
Perfect, nice. And then from here, you're going to do your lovely heel digs. So heel goes forward, toes point to the ceiling, and then you change. I'll go to the side so you can see. So heel down, toes up, and then change legs. So the more you can push those lovely hips back, you're going to be working those hip flexors. You're going to be bringing in those thighs. If you really try and push that leg forward, you're going to get a nice stretch. Lovely. And then we're going to take it into our pattern, okay? So we're going to do a single, single, and then two. All right, so we've got one, and two. There we go. One, and two. Lovely. One, two. Very good. Again, one, and two. Last one. One, two. Now change the heel digs to a leg curl. So working the opposite, trying to kick that lovely glute. And remember, the leg doesn't have to come up high. You can just do small ones. You're still going to be working, but really kicking that leg behind you. If you're sitting on a chair, like always, try and have a chair you can kick underneath. If you can't kick underneath, then kick the legs forwards. All right, so it's not a problem. You can just adapt where necessary. All right, so now we've got this little kind of pattern going. The same thing. So you're going to do one, then two. Good. One, then two. Nice. One, two. Hold on to something if you need to. One, and two. Lovely. One, and two. Again, and one, two. Last time. We go one, two. Very good. Right, arms for me. Reach the arms forwards. Pull them back to the shoulder blades. Squeeze and meet in the middle. Arms forwards. Pull back. Forwards and pull. So you're really looking for that squeeze in the shoulder blades. I'm going to try and meet in the middle of the back. Very good. Try and keep the hips still if you can. So your hips aren't doing anything funky like this. You're keeping the hips still. Just those shoulder blades that are working. Really try and get them to meet in the middle of the back. Nice. Really good. Try and keep the hands and arms at shoulder height if you can. It's not about speed, it's more about the technique and that pull back. Lovely. Two more. And then we're going to go into our toe touches. So the legs are a little bit wider, so wider than hips if you can. Your working opposite hand is going to reach down towards your opposite toe. Depending on your flexibility and how comfortable you feel about going down to the floor, I want you to either target your knee, your shin, or your toe. And then you're going to switch and you're going to go to the other side. Okay, so it all depends on how comfortable you feel. Remember, relax the neck, allow the torso to drop, and you'll stretch out that lower back. All right, so off you go, switching from side to side, making sure you feel comfortable. You do not have to go low. I'm targeting my shin because bump is definitely not letting me go all the way to the floor. Perfect. And remember, if you want to feel that hamstring stretch when you're doing this, when that leg's straight, then get those legs a little bit wider. Just keeping those knees over toes for me. So try not to roll the ankles. You don't want to hurt yourself. Lovely, really nice. Do 2 more for me. And then nice and slow, you're going to roll up through that spine. Head to the last thing. Prevent that dizziness. Really good. And we're going to, last little warm up we're going to do is I want you to do, I think we've done, I can't remember if we've done this or not. I can't remember if it's a Thursday class, but you're going to take a lunge, but it's going to be a curtsy lunge, okay? So the legs are going to cross behind and you're going to kind of bend that front knee for me. And it's almost like you're curtsying, but the legs are nice and straight at the back. Right, so pretend I'm the queen and curtsy for me, please. And then you're going to go to the other side. So it's like a sweeping motion with the leg. So it's crossing behind you, bending that front leg, step to the side and cross the other way. Lovely. Now my arms naturally swing. I don't know why. If you want to add in some gorgeous arms, please do. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But this is really stretching. The more you can push back, you'll really warm up those legs. Perfect, really nice. If you want to go a little bit faster, please go a little bit faster. It's going to make your cardio work. I have seen people jump these, but it might trigger baby coming, so I'm not going to show you how to jump. We don't need that in a Zoom class, I'm afraid. Awesome, and last one. Just march it back out for me. Just in case that heart rate's been a little bit too high. March it out. All right, we're going to go into our punches. So, guard up. I'm going to actually have my head's chopped off, I just realised. So, guard up for me. I want you to start with some hooks. So, we're going to hook and hook. We're just going to keep repeating the hook. If you can, I really want you to bring in that weight shift. So, the weight moving from side to side. Lovely. Remember, that power coming from the back of the shoulder, all right? Keep the guard up. Remember, if you're in that ring, protect your lovely faces. We don't need anyone coming in and giving it a boff. Nice. Really good. Then from here, what I would like you to do is you're going to turn it into a forward jab, all right? So we're going to punch forwards for me. Lovely. And again, nice and strong, coming from the shoulder. If you can, you're just going to slightly punch above the eye line for me. So it's kind of not down here, not directly in front, just above the eye line. Very good. Like it. Lovely. Looking fab. So this is your chance to get any energy. If anyone's annoyed you today, accuse it Primark maybe, I don't know. Just punch it out. Lovely. Very good. 2 more. Last one. Shake out the arms if you need to. Just give them a shake. We're going to go into, now I'm going to give you a hard one. We're going to go into our little punch sequence. We're going to bring in the legs as well. Okay, so what I would like you to do is we're going to do a hook, hook, punch, punch. Now you're going to lift up a knee, pop it down, then lift the leg to the side. Okay, so it's the leg with the knee, then lift with the other leg. It's not a kick, okay? A kick is that. I'm asking you to squeeze those glutes, squeeze the thighs, and you're lifting the leg. So it's harder, okay? So one more time just to practice. You've got hook, hook, punch, punch, knee, lift. Nice. And then what you need to do, if you started with your right hook, you then start left. So you do left, right, jab, jab, lift the other knee so you can lift the other leg. All right, so just make sure, remember, right, I started with my right arm, so next time you start with the left. And that will mean that you will then alternate between those legs. If you need to on that leg lift, hold onto a wall so you can lean, and that's going to help you lift. Yes, if you can have some support that's going to help you, use it. Hold onto a chair. All right, so here you go. Take it nice and slow. We'll do it all together. Are you ready? So we've got hook, hook. Nice. Punch, punch, knee, lift. Awesome. Hook, hook. Punch, punch, knee, and lift. Awesome. Again. Hook, hook, and punch, and knee, lift. Again. Hook, and hook. Punch, punch, knee, lift. We're doing two more. Hook, hook, punch, punch, knee, lift. Last time. Hook, hook, punch, punch. Now knee. Let's get that leg high to finish. Awesome. Love it. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of walking. So if you can just quickly look around your room, I just want you to make sure that you have enough space to maybe do 6 steps going one way, and then you're going to do 6 steps going the other way. Okay, so just make sure you've got room. Make sure it's clear of any clutter. All right, so remember with the Parkinson's, and those kind of pathways and the brain working out, the more clutter you've got, the harder it's going to be, because your brain's taking in the clutter, the depth, your direction. If it's clear, it means the brain can be clear and to concentrate on what you're doing, all right? So if you find that you're a bit wobbly around your house, have a look around you. Is it cluttered? Is it a narrow space? The narrower a corridor, the harder it is, okay? So just bear that in mind. So the first thing I want you to do, we've done this before, so you should be nice and comfortable. You're going to walk on tiptoes, okay? So you're going to come up onto your tiptoes. As you're walking though, the smaller the gap that you can make your steps, the harder it is going to be to walk. Okay, so nice small steps. When you've gone one way, you're going to turn around, you're going to push those hips back, you're going to come up onto those heels, and you're going to walk heels up. Okay, so we're going to look a bit funny, push the hips back to counterbalance. So one way, you're going to come up, you're going to go on your tiptoes, making it nice and small if you can. You're going to turn, push those hips back, and you're going to go on your heels. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, so get yourself set up. What I would like you to do is you're going to do it 4 times, okay? So you're going to go one way tiptoes, one way heels, one way tiptoes, one way heels, all right? So, in your own time, okay? Off you go. I'm not going to count you. Again, just be careful if you've got someone else in the room. Jackie and Barry, you've got a nice circular route to your time. Don't knock into each other. And just think about your posture here. So if you're looking directly down, try and tilt your chin up a little bit so your shoulders don't punch. Okay, so you want to think about where you're looking can affect your posture. Suck in those tummy muscles, so get that belly button to spine if you can. Arms can come out, hands on hips, whatever is going to make you balance. Lovely. Once you've done that set, I want you to come back into the screen. And I'm going to set your next challenge. Take your time if you're not quite finished. Lovely. Okay, your next little challenge then, similar. What you're going to do is your pattern is going to slightly change. You might need to do this on side stepping. I might do it if I bend that screen down. So, the feet this time, you're going to step to the side, cross in front, step to the side, cross behind. So that's your pattern. Step, cross in front, step, cross behind. Step, cross in front, step, cross behind. Okay, so that's your pattern. Now you can do it like that. That's your easy version. Your harder version is you're going to come up onto tiptoes. The same pattern, but on tiptoes. Okay. Your hardest version is I'm going to add in some arms. So I'm going to tilt the screen so you can see. So what you're going to do is every time you step out to the side, your hands are going to come out to the side. So I'll do it without tiptoes, I might fall over. So when you step out, the arms come out. When you cross, the arms cross. Okay, then you'll step out, arms out. Okay, so that's a harder version because I'm putting two things together. So just again, you step, arms out, cross, the arms cross. Step and cross. Okay, so that's the hardest version you can do. And by all means, if you want to then do that on tiptoes, go for it. All right, and that's really going to challenge you. So, again, 4 times for me. Think about which one you're going to do. All right, if you want to have a go at an easy one, have a go at a hard one, of course you can. All right, so get yourself set up. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. So you've got step, cross in front, step, cross behind, step, cross in front, and step, cross behind. Lovely. Really good. So again, think about your posture. Think about where you're looking. Are those arms at shoulder height to make them work? Really good. 2 more times. You're all concentrating and quiet today. That's good. Last time. Very good. Oh, I'm wobbling. Awesome. And when you're ready, just come into the screen so I know you're all good. Perfect. Right, the last little thing we're going to do, we're going to have a little break. And by little break, I mean little break. We're going to use our chair. So, ideally, if you have a chair that I'm not asking you to lift above your head, okay, I'm not asking you to do that at all. What I'm asking you is you're going to lift off so it hovers off the floor and you can pop it down. Okay, so I'm not asking you to be Iron Man and lift above the head. It's a slight lift up. If you haven't got a chair that you can lift, grab some weights if you want to add kind of resistance to the arms, or like tins of beans or whatever you've got in your kitchen. Okay, completely up to you. What we're going to do, a couple of easy and a couple of hard options. First thing, the easy version for me, you're going to sit on your chair and we're going to do kind of our reverse squats, okay? So your easy version, you're sitting on your chair. All I want you to do is you're going to slightly come up so the bum hovers off and then you're going to come back down. Nice and easy. You're going to lift and you're going to come back down. If you need to have the hands underneath just to help with that push, then of course you can, all right? But it's just a little push off, hover, and down, okay? That's your easy version, all right? Medium version, I want you to push, to stand, and then you go back down, okay? Push, to stand, and you come back down. And when you're pushing, I really want you to think about your shift in your weight is coming up and out through your head, all right? So you're not, the weight's kind of not in the hips, all right? The weight is in the head. So when you're pushing, your head needs that movement to allow you to get up, all right? It's not the hips that are doing the work. Think of it from the top of the head. So if I was to think about, I don't know, I've tied a bit of string to your hair, because we've all got long hair now. I've tied it to your hair and I'm pulling you up, all right? That's what you need to think about. That would make a very good haircut if I did that. So that is your medium version. Now your harder version, you're going to come up to a half squat, and what you're going to do is you're going to have the chair, you're going to lift it, hop it down, and sit. All right, so it's a lift, slightly off the floor, hop it down, and sit. So you're in your half squat, lift, down, sit. All right, so easy version, we're just doing a little lift and down. Medium version, you're coming all the way up to go all the way back down. Hard version, you come into a mini squat, lift that chair, hop it down, and you can sit. In the hard version, if you can't lift up your chair, grab some weights, come into a half squat, lift the arms up, down, and sit. So that's the option if you don't want to lift your chair, okay? So, we're only going to do, hang on, how many are we going to do? We're going to do 6, okay? So think about which option you want to do. You can do a bit of both, doesn't matter. And we're just going to give it a go, okay? So don't stress, it's only 6 times. Are you ready? So choose which one. I'm going to do the hard version, but it's completely up to you. All right, 3, 2, 1. Here you go. Choose your option. So I'm not going to call it because we might all be doing different versions, okay? But as long as you've got your version, that's 2. I'm going to lose count. So that's halfway. Come on, 3 more. 2 more. Lovely. Last one for me. Very good. Awesome. Very well done. Right. I will let you have a drink. Don't worry. I'm just move my chair closer. So have a little drink. I'll let you. I'll be kind. Everyone okay though? Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everyone good. Everyone good. Perfect. Lovely. I'm boiling. No trouble. Told you the dog would make an appearance. He always comes in. Oh dear. Right. So this next section, while you're having a drink and settling down, this next section we're going to go more into our controlled stretching. So it's going to be a bit more static. Really going to try and focus on that, the breathing, nice stretches, and we're going to go, this is the section we're going to go onto one leg. Okay, so if you need to have a chair for your comfort when you're going on one leg, please have one nearby. Or if you're in your kitchen or wherever you've got a surface that's sturdy you can hold on to, perfect. But it's for your kind of how comfortable you feel. But also, even if you don't think you need a chair, actually sometimes by holding on to something, because you can boost the confidence, you might be able to find you can lift it a bit higher and challenge yourself a little bit more. So just, yeah, have a think and just decide. But just so you know, that's coming up. Right, I think everyone's back. Everyone's all good. Perfect. So let's set this back up again for me. We're gonna do. So yeah, chairs if you need to. The first thing I want you to do though is we're going to go into our back. No, we're not. I'm lying. We're not going to go into that. I'm just going to move my screen. First thing I want you to do is legs just hip width apart. It can be a little bit under if you want. We're going to have hands coming into prayer position for me. So just in front of the heart, really squeezing the hands together. Okay, so we're active in this moment. If we weren't active, what would happen is this. Okay, so as we push, the elbows come up. And what I would like you to do is we're going to go into some nice twists, but the hips are staying forwards. We're just going to turn the torso and then we come back through center to the other side. So you're just doing nice twists with the back going from center to the other side, keeping the hips where they are. So in your own time, side to side, we're not going fast, a nice smooth movement, keeping the hips forward. This is all for the back. It's a lovely movement. Really looking over that back shoulder as you twist. Again, if you've got any niggles in the back, just make sure you're working to you. You know when it gets a bit sore or if it's a bit too far. You know your body better than me. Lovely, looking really nice. Perfect. Now, one more to the side. Coming back to centre for me, keeping the hands where they are. What I would like you to do is you're going to take one hand above the head, the other arm is coming down and you're pushing. So if I turn to the side, you'll see that hand pushing back and you're going to go into a nice back stretch. Really good. The hand's just above my head. You can't see it, it's off camera, but it's just above my head. Breathe in for me to change and breathe out as you go into that gorgeous stretch. Lovely. So again, go at your own time. Use your breath as guidance. Lovely. So we all might be changing at different times and that's okay. All right. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Nice and smooth. Enjoy the stretch. Enjoy the moment. Using that back. Love it. Very good. We're going to do a couple more, just because I like this one. So we're going to do a few more. Baby seems to like this one. It settles down when I do this one. Lovely. Last one then. Enjoy this one. Make this one the last one. Lovely. Bring that top arm down, just so it comes to the side. We're going to go into our squats again. And this time, as you squat down, pushing those hips back, the arms come up. And then you're just going to come to standing. Perfect. So as you go down, arms come up to the side of the head and they come back down to the side of the body. So really pushing back those hips, keeping the chest nice and high. Keep breathing, don't stop breathing. You're going to need that lovely oxygen. Gorgeous. Again, go at your own speed. You can go a little bit quicker, but it's nice to just go at a gentle pace because if you go too quick, you'll miss the technique and you'll miss that breathing. Lovely. Okay, this time, what I want you to do, you're going to come down into that squat like we've done before. As you come up though, you're going to come up onto tiptoes. So what you might find, if I turn to the side, as you go into the squat, as you come up, take the hands a little bit further back. That can be your counterbalance when you're on tiptoes, okay? I need to go a little bit more back because of bumps. So my centre of gravity has definitely changed, all right? So just use those arms to help you in your tiptoes, all right? So again, so we're going to go down to that squat, pushing those hips back, arms above the head, coming up to standing, rise up onto those tiptoes, use those arms behind you for balance, put the heels down first, and then you can go straight back into that squat. And then you're coming up onto tiptoes. Lovely. So always making sure the heels go down, then you can go into the squat, and then you can come back up onto those tiptoes. Lovely. Again, nice and smooth. There's no rush. Not a race. All about you. If it gets too much, remember, you can stop, stretch it out, have a seat. It's not a problem. Let's do 4 more. Come on, we've got this. I told you I was working those legs today. There's 1. Oh, there's 2. Lovely. Come on, 2 more. Keep breathing. Keep with me. Perfect. Last one, so you can get a little bit lower in that spot on the last one. A little bit higher in those tiptoes in the last one, and hold those tiptoes. Hold, hold, hold. I'm adding a task. Keep it on tiptoes. Hands come up to the side for me. If you're holding on to something, just use one arm. You're going to touch that lovely nose, and you're going to open those arms. Nice. Touch those nose, and open. One more, nose, and open. Now to the head. Touch the top of the head, and open. Feel our lovely long hair that needs a cut, and open. Last one, head. Now alternate between them, so nose, and then you're going to go into the head. Lovely. Last time, nose. Last time to the head. Gorgeous. And lower. Just shake out those legs. Awesome. Like it. Okay. We're going to one-legged exercise. We're going to work these hips. Okay. So at any point, if it becomes too much on the hips, please sit down and continue to do the same exercise. If at any point you do want to sit, either shout at me to tell me you're sitting down, or just wave, and what I'll do is I'll show you what you can do on the chair, all right? But if we're all going to stay standing, I'll stay standing with you, okay? But just know you can do it on the chair. First thing I want you to do is you're going to lift up the leg for me. We're going to work the ankle first. So you're going to point and flex the ankle, all right? So point and flex. The leg doesn't have to stay high. So if you're only brushing it off the floor, that's not a problem, all right? If you want to get the knee up, we're just going to be working that core muscle in the leg a little bit harder. But pointing and flexing at the ankle. So warming up those lovely ankles. Give them a good stretch out. Perfect. And then from there, just rotate the ankle round for me. So nice circular motion in the ankle. If rotating the ankle is too hard, or you just can't do it, it's just not working, continue to point and flex. It's not a problem. Change direction, rotate the ankle the other way around. Nice. This is the easy bit. Pop that leg down. Same thing, other side. Lift up the leg, and we're pointing and flexing the ankle. So again, nice and easy. The leg doesn't have to be high. It's not about height. Really nice. Holding that core. So suck that belly button into the spine. Keep breathing. Relax the shoulders. And rotate the ankle round for me. So nice circular motion with the ankle. Lovely. And then go the other way for me. Really nice. There's lots, I mean, it seems simple, but you've got a lot to think about here. So go easy on yourself. Very good. Pop the leg down for me. So switching legs. This time, if you can, leg at 90 degrees in front of you. We're working the knee, and all I want you to do is we're going to swing the leg forward and back, but from the knee only. Okay, so the hip stays still. So I'm not doing this. Okay, you're going to keep that hip still. You are just swinging from the knee. So if I shift to the side, my knee is the only thing that's moving my bottom half of my leg. My hips are still, torso is still. It's really working those muscles around the knee. Perfect, you've got it. Again, to make this harder, if you need ankle weights, whack them on. It's going to make it harder. Lovely, really nice. Couple more. It's going to start hurting in the hip, that's normal. Pop that leg down. I'm going to do the other side. Lift it up if you can at 90 degrees. If you can, again, swing it for me. Working that knee, hips stay still, torso's nice and tall. We're sucking in our core, belly button to spine. Lifting up tall. Thinking about relaxing those shoulders. Try not to tense them up as it gets harder. Nice, really good. Really, really good. And a couple more for me. And lower the leg. If you need to, if it's starting to hurt in these hips and calves, remember, walk through the heels and that's going to release that tension for you. Next thing we're going to do, excuse me, you're going to bring up that leg again, so working the other leg. We're going to rotate that hip round in lovely circles. So nice circles with the hip. Remember, the lower you keep the leg, the easier it's going to be. Okay, if you want to make it a bit harder, you're going to get that knee a little bit higher. So just remember that the height of the knee is going to change how that feels. Really good. Nice. Change direction. Take the hip in the other way for me. So again, still circling, but you're going that other way. We need to remember to work those opposites. Nice. Remember to breathe. Don't hold that breath. Lovely. Last one. Pop that leg down. Guess what? Other leg. Here we go. Lift it up. Rotate that hip round. Nice big circles. Think about the height of the knee. Lovely. Keep going. When I stop talking, you think you always know baby's on the move when I stop talking. I can't seem to do all these things at once. Lovely. And last one, change direction. Go the other way. It's not often that something can bring me to stop talking. Nice, very good. Lovely. Last one, pop the leg down. The final thing we're going to do, I'm just going to keep an eye on the time. Perfect. Final thing we're going to do before we have our nice cool down and stretches is we're going to lift up the leg for the last time. So this is the last time we're going to work this leg. 90 degrees again if you can. If not, keep it lower. It's not a problem. I want you to open and then you're going to bring it back into the center. Open, bring it back in. So again, if you need to drop the knee, then please do. If you can get the knee high, go for it. But you're having that open and close. Try not to swing the body too much. Really try and focus on using those hips. Lovely. Really nice. Hold on to that chair if you need to. Sit down if you need to. It's not a problem. Just shout me and I can show you how to do it on the chair. Awesome. Last one. Pop that leg down. Let's go. Other side. Lift it up. And open and close. Open, close. Really nice. Lift up nice and tall through the body, remember. Use that core to help you balance. Really good. Looking amazing. And let's do one more. And pop the leg down. Again, remember, walking through the heels, it's going to release the tension. You've worked those hip flexors. You've worked those thighs. It's a good one. It's a good one. It's a hard one. Lovely. If you need to grab a drink, please do. Because you worked hard today, and I'm boiling. This baby's definitely with my temperature. So if you need to have a drink, then do. Keep the chair because we're going to sit on that in a minute to do some stretching. First stretch I want you to do though for today is you're going to take. There we go. You're going to take one leg in front. You're going to bend your front knee. You're going to keep your back leg nice and straight for me. I'm going to shuffle that way so you can see. So front leg bent, back leg nice and straight. Really leaning forward to increase that stretch in the back leg. If you want to, you've got your balance and you're comfortable to do so, interlock the fingers and you're going to push the hands away and slightly tilt the chin down to the chest. So looking down. Oh, you've got a lot of stretching. So keeping forward in the leg, your arms, and we're looking down. Remember to breathe. And then release the hands first. Change your leg, same thing. Knee bent, back leg nice and straight. This time we're going to reverse those arms. We're going to take them behind you, interlock the fingers and squeeze those shoulder blades together. And this is really, really important. So we're going to use the head, but only if you feel comfortable and you don't get dizzy. The moment you get dizzy, you bring your head back to neutral, okay? So if you feel comfortable to do so, you're going to start to lift the chin towards the ceiling. You're going to slightly look up. If it gets dizzy, you bring your head back down. Lovely. Now bring the head back to centre. Release the hands. Final time, switch the leg. This time, heel goes down for me. Keeping that leg straight. You're going to push the hips back. So the other leg, your supporting leg should be bent. Your hands are on the top of your thigh, on the bent leg. Okay, do not put your hands on the straight leg. If you want to increase this stretch, and if you've got your balance, you can reach down to the toe that's pointing to the ceiling. I can't get there because if you want to, go for it. Nice. And then slowly coming up for me, changing sides, final time, heel down, pushing back those hips, bent leg, hand on that supported bent leg. And again, if you want to increase that stretch, the hand can go down to the toe if you can reach. Lovely. And then slowly come up for me. This is when you can get that chair. We are going to sit on it. We're still going to do some stretching though. So this next one, if you come to yoga, you'll be quite used to this one. Ooh, if I can get down. So this next one, you've got different ways to have your legs. So the easiest way is you can cross ankle over ankle. The medium kind of way is you're going to bring your knee over knee, okay? The harder way is you're going to get the knee, like that's my knee, the ankle over my knee, all right? So it all depends on your flexibility and what you're comfortable doing, but it's the same stretch. All you're going to do in this position is I want your torso to lean forward, dangle the arms in front of you, have the arms on that leg. That's as far as I can go because I've got this little one in the way. But really tilting forward, relax the head, flop over those legs. Enjoy that stretch. You should feel it in the hip. Oh, going down that thigh. Enjoy the stretch. So in this one, your torso, your weight is very much using, you're using that to help you stretch. Lovely, really nice. Slowly come up for me, nice and slow, take your time. Head to the last thing. Change legs for me. So again, over ankle, you can cross those knees, or you can get that ankle over the knee. And again, flopping over, enjoy the stretch. I'm just going to try and hoik bump. Enjoy the stretch. Relax that neck. Really, I'm going to look at you all. You all look fab. Nice. And then again, nice and slowly coming up for me. Head to the last thing, drop that leg down. We're going to use those arms. You're going to take one arm across that body and you're going to pull the arm in. So remember, try and avoid those joints. So you can hold your forearm. Try not to hold the elbow or the wrist. You can hold further up the arm if you wish. But just try and look after those wrists and elbows. Staying tall in that chair. No slouching just yet. Save that for after. And then change arms for me. Lovely. Really nice. And then we're going to reverse this stretch. So what I would like you to do, you're going to reach one arm above you and you're going to drop it so it touches the behind you on that shoulder. Other hand on the elbow if you wish, and pull it back. So remember, you might only be here. That's fine. As long as you can feel that stretch going down the side, you're working. Lovely. And same thing the other side. So arm up, drop it behind you, hand on that elbow, and you're going to pull it back. Very good. Love it. And then dropping those arms down. Excuse me, we're going to finish with our head. So I want you to look one way for me, looking to the side. You're then going to bring the head to center, and then you're going to change and you're going to go the other side. Nice. Again, bringing the head to center, change sides. Lovely. One last time, bring the head to center, changing sides again. And then this time, we're going to bring the head to center and you're going to lift that chin to the ceiling. Again, careful of dizziness, don't go too far. Bring that head down through center, looking all the way down. And final time, lifting up all the way, chin to that ceiling. Watch out for dizziness. As soon as you're dizzy, bring that head down. Last time, all the way down for me. And you know what's coming. We're going to finish with 2 circles of the head. So nice big circle rolls with that head nice and slow all the way around if you can. If you can't, just do little semicircles of the head. It's not a problem. You're going to do 2 head circles going one way. And then once you've done 2 in that direction, you're going to change and do 2 head circles going the other way. Again, nice and slow. Use that time to stretch out this lovely neck. Once you've done those 2, bring in the head to center for me. And you have completed a Monday class. You've survived. Did I say? So let me just, because you don't need to see my kitchen anymore, that I've clearly not put my shopping away. So let me start.